Hi folks, about 20 after 4, 10/7, Tuesday, 74, 72, 21.4, and my batteries are not fully charged. Alright, my ADD was wide open today, and you guys could see that I'm making videos about these things and moving trailers around in circles, and I went crazy with the lawnmower and whacked all this stuff and whacked around the mule. You can actually see the mule now, right? And set up this wire here so that I can trip over it and fall. And I cleaned up the area behind the house. If you go from this point to this point, you come up with 23 feet. If you go from the ground up to the window, you come up with almost 8 foot. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting some metal roofing, 12-foot sections, cutting it in half, and setting it up so that I have a little shelter all along the back here for my three-wheelers. 6 foot deep by 23 means that I should be able to store hopefully 10 of them in here that will be in there, you know, nose first, butt first, nose first, butt first. And as you go the length, I think my calculations tell me I can put 10 of them here. 5 and 5 in the middle section. I'm going to have to put a divider because you can't go 24 or 23 feet with a 2x6. The most you'll get out of it 11 foot, and then 11 foot. So I'm going to have an end cap, right? And then at the 0, the 3, and the 6 foot, the metal roofing will be supported. Metal roofing could go 3 foot without buckling, especially it's partway under the overhang and there's not a lot of snow here that'll be left on it. So anyway, so there'll be one end, the middle bookend, and then the end bookend. It will not be leaning against the house. And hopefully by tying up 10 of these things, by getting 10 of these things under cover and so forth, I'll create myself some space. Yeah, I was just crazy with the lawnmower. I whacked all this stuff down. As I move 10 of these under that shelter, I'm thinking of retiring this guy. This'll 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 three-wheelers have to come out of here, and that gives me 6 more that'll come, you know, there's 2 outside, so that leaves me 4, or 3 outside, that leaves me 3, and hopefully I could get 3 out of inside the house, inside the garage there. If if I do that, that'll get me some space. Well, I was also going crazy with the lawnmower. I whacked all through there. You can see I could get by through here. And I put some quality time in over here. I've gotten so much stuff. I've been so crazy with bringing stuff home that it's finally gotten to the point where I literally am beginning to look for real estate now. I mean, I need space. I need real estate to do things. It's not a matter of even garage space. I'm out of all space. Yeah, you guys can tell. Look, another go-kart. How about this beast? This is one of those 6x6 things. The way they steer is you got a differential and double disc brakes. I got chains and sprockets, and I get all kinds of amazing stuff. But it's what good is it if you can't get to it? This is a complete golf cart that was ready to go. It had a rotted frame. All I had to do was fix the frame where the battery goes. The frame rotted. So it was just a matter of fixing it, and I could be driving this rig. And here it rots. This guy, I don't think it has an engine, though I don't know. Well, we know that somebody wrote it back in 2003. That guy over there, I can't even get to it to tell you what the story is. Scary, isn't it? My hoarded lawnmowers. So I figured I'd show you guys what the next plan kind of is. Also in my mind, I've been thinking about redoing the Unabomber shed. I put this shed up years and years ago when I first got this place, but the shed never has worked for me. The reason why is it's a high step to get in there. See how high it is off the ground? And that kind of stuff just doesn't work. A lot of the objects I deal with are heavy, and lifting them up there is just very difficult. So that's strike one with it. Strike two, I put a shelf up there, which is still yet very high. And then there's even an attic for like a loft. Well, if you're a Unabomber and you're going to live in a shed like this, all three of those things are good, right? You got a nice loft to live in. You got a nice loft for storage, perhaps, or maybe that's where you're going to sleep. And then you set it up with, shelving and all around it. So, yeah, if you're going to live in it, it's not a bad shack. But for a storage thing, it just never worked out. It'd be much better if if it was on the ground, if it wasn't as tall, and even if I put a set of wings under it so I can drive a trailer under it. When it comes to if one wants to put a lean-to, that direction is south, and it seems that most of the storms come from that direction. So you really don't want an opening in this direction. Or in this case, I have this opening in this direction. Problem is, all kinds of crap blows in here, and when storms come up from the north, all kinds of crap blows in here. Very rarely do things blow in from the west or the east. Well, those are the two sides that I have sheltered, so I'm sheltered against the sides where nothing's going to blow in, and where I'm worried about stuff blowing in, I have no shelter once again from the south or from the north. Yeah, more bikes to put together. Amazing. I like to walk around the hoard once in a while just to refamiliarize myself with crap. And to that end, I'm realizing that in the land of tractors, I have the Kubota, which is a good running tractor, obviously, and I have the Deere now, which is a real good running tractor. And you guys have seen the Sears over the years. This Craftsman in here is another 100%er. So that gives me 3 good running tractors. About a tractor for my son. My son just bought over 5 acres, 5.5, close to 6 acres. So a tractor this size, not so good for him cutting his lawn. He actually needs something much bigger. Even the Kubota with the 3-cylinder diesel and the 56-inch deck, when you have 5 acres to cut, that's not quite enough. 72 inches is a much better sized deck if you're going to cut 5 acres. So he's talking about buying a real tractor, perhaps with something hanging off the back, or something with a big belly mower. But anyway, given all this information, I got to start going through the hoard and get rid of some of the tractors. I showed you the 2 that are over there a while ago. There's one sitting here. Oh, then there's a whole hoard of tractors over here. Right, that big Simplicity Landlord. Oh, the SS10 Sears. Snapper. Another Craftsman. A couple of go-kart style. That one's a Yardman. The one in the back is a Sears. Right, we got a hoard of tractors along that wall. Can you say tractor? There's 4 sitting here. Another 4. And then back here is 5 more. So I just need to get my act together and figure out what I'm doing with these things. This one, I know the only thing worthwhile on it is the motor and the deck. So I need to pull those, and then this one should go over the side. This guy has a thrown rod. This motor could move over, or that motor could move over. That one's got a hydro in it. I don't know how you guys feel about the hydros. I don't know how much experience you have as the years pass. I don't know, do you guys like those hydros or no? Oh, I should have scrapped this snowblower out too. Man. Yeah, I gotta go through this dump and start sending a few more things on their way. So, you guys, you know my construction plan. It seems that every fall I need to build another building. Oh, look, another golf cart. This one's a 2-stroke that somebody really tampered with, and there's a motor sitting next to it. Another 2-stroke. There's a hoard of metal in here that makes it really tough to run a lawnmower through. This year I really want to get the metal out, get it cleaned up, and be able to do something. This apple tree is looking pretty pathetic. I've been considering sending it off to Valhalla and then having this whole space here to live with. Alright guys, so all my crazy thoughts, eh? You can see my ADD is wide open today. Probably ate too much chocolate. It's got me all spun around. Folks, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Keep sending the advice. I do read it. I got some decent advice. Got advice from one subscriber who said I got too many different things going on, too many different hobbies, that I should try to shrink it down and concentrate on one of them. And it's not a bad idea. Not that I'm going to get rid of absolutely everything, but if I concentrate a little bit, I'll be able to have, you know, a few good tractors. I'm never getting rid of the Honda stuff, but I wouldn't hurt to shrink down the tractor hoard. So that's not a bad thing. I don't know if you guys have run across a guy named Wranglerstar. One of my other subscribers recommended one of his videos. He's kind of a practical guy. I think he's a firefighter, one of those guys who jumps into like wildfires in California and puts them out. So that's not like a trivial pursuit. You got to know what you're doing. Guys die doing that. So anyway, he's got a station with his wife, and they do a lot of practical things for organizing and homesteading and so forth. One of my subscribers recommended that I watch his video on organization, and it was actually a good video. It was really very clever. What Wranglerstar recommends is that every time you walk into your garage, you put 3 things away. You don't spend all day organizing it, but let's say I walked right here, and instantly I would say, where does the tape go? Tape measure, where does the tape go, and where do these 2 things go? And put them away. If they don't belong up here at all, he keeps a box that he shuttles things from one garage to the next in. So instantly you would say, well, this belongs in the toolbox downstairs, that belongs in the house, you know. So you would drop the things that belong downstairs right in the box, and you'd put the other things away. If we walked up to these things, right, this would go with the electrical stuff. I mean, it's a real good way of cleaning up, dynamite way of cleaning up. If everything you touch, I mean, this shouldn't be up here, it should be downstairs by the chargers. You know, I have kind of a collection of these things down at the desk. I should bring it down to my desk down in the basement. You know what I mean? Just each piece. This and the meter and those dikes actually belong in a box together with the electrical testing stuff. So his point is, you just walk in, and as quickly as you can, before you start a project, before you do anything, just as you're walking by a bench, you put 3 things away. And you got to realize how many times you walk in the garage every day, right? You're coming up here, oh, I want to find something, so you come up to find it, and you pick things up, and you put them away. Or if, like, when I'm bringing the box to the downstairs garage, when I walk in, I say, okay, I'm going to put 3 things away down here, and just do it. I'd imagine, you walk into your garage, once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, you put away, 3, 6, 9, 12 things. I put 12 things away up here and 12 things away downstairs, and once again I come up here, a couple of times, a dozen times during the week. Suddenly you're putting 20, 30 things away a week. After some period of time, things should begin to get organized, right? The grinders should be back up on the wall where they really should be. Junk like that actually starts to happen. So it was a good idea, and it's probably one I should learn to use. Alright folks, long video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Keep making suggestions. They are helping. They are making me better. So please keep that up. And once again, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Remember, keep your feet down, keep your head up, and enjoy all your days. Enjoy them all. Thanks, folks.